Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Before we get started, I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person to snap these awesome high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below because without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. Now, if you're looking to pre-order your very own copy of Soups and Krypto, I've popped a link to Pop Collectibles in the description, along with the discount code Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you decide to buy from them. When you're pre-ordering Hot Toys figures from Pop, you can either pay the full amount right up front, or leave a deposit and fix up the balance when the piece releases. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. If you're heading down to the description, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, so you're notified as soon as brand new Superman content goes live. Before I sat down to record this, I was trying to decide whether or not I would address the negativity surrounding David's casting and this new movie and James Gunn taking over as the head of DC Studios. Let's do it. Let's rip the band-aid off. I know people aren't happy. They know people aren't happy. They've got a lot of heavy lifting to do if David is to be taken seriously as a replacement for Henry Cavill because so many people loved him in the role, me included. However, I am not going to hold the fact that they decided to recast Soups and reboot the universe, go in a different direction, against James and David until I have seen the movie. Once I've seen the film, given it a fair shot, then I will make my assessment as to whether or not he is my Superman, he works for me as Kal-El, as the Man of Steel. Wanted to say that right off the bat, trying to keep this video in the comment section just about the figure, not about any drama surrounding the film or David playing Superman. Right you are, I think we can move on now. In terms of accessories, we don't get a ton of stuff, unfortunately. Having not seen the film, I don't know what he interacts with yet, but I can only assume some form of kryptonite, or the baby that we see in the trailer even, that could have been included. Secondary head sculpt, battle-damaged S-shield to pop on the front of the suit, but they just gave us some hands, a diorama display base, and Krypto. At least the hands are all brand new sculpts, and the detail is exceptional. Krypto, though, not very exceptional. Something about the way Hot Toys sculpts animals and fur, it just isn't right. It's smooth and it's waxy, there's a lack of definition and depth to the fur, it looks like it's all just one piece because it is just one piece. InArt are making their own version of Soups and we will do a preview video on it. The detail on their Krypto, way better than this. Even the eyes, they're just black. They're lifeless. There's no irises, there's no whites for the eyes, there's no individual pupils. Dogs' eyes don't really look like that, Hot Toys. This needs a lot of work. Are they going to put any extra work into it? I don't think so. Considering we get this elaborate diorama display base for Superman, and for Krypto, they just said, oh yeah, just drill a hole in the belly, stick a clear rod through it, and call it a day. That tells me all I need to know in terms of how seriously they're taking Krypto. Would I like to see revisions? Yes, but I doubt that's going to happen. This Fortress of Solitude diorama base looks stunning. Visually speaking, there's a lot going on. In terms of paint, we've got speckling of white and silver and grey on the surface. Then the big, bold silver and soft metallic blue Kingdom Come style S-shield right up front in place of a nameplate. We all know it's Superman on this base, so there was no need to write Superman on a nameplate. The logo is a great choice. You can ditch the flight pole if you want, have him standing on the base, and it looks like there's a decent amount of space there to accommodate him. Not like what we've seen with their diorama bases recently. They've been making them more artistic with less space to pose your figures on them and seeing as though they're meant to be bases first and foremost instead of art pieces. That was not working for me. This base totally does. And it's translucent plastic, so if you light it correctly, light will pass through it and make it look like it's glowing, if that's the effect you're going for. Now, these boots, don't freak out. they're single piece sculpts. They have figured out a way, and they've proven this to us recently with multiple releases, to give us articulation with single piece sculpts and not make the boots look overly bulky or stress out the material when you're actuating those joints. And right there, below his left knee, can you see that zipper on the back of the boot? That is some brilliant attention to detail. Anyway, the suit itself, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I need to see it in the movie, in action, in figure format. I will say that it looks better here than on David Corenswet from what I've seen of set photos and behind the scenes stuff, and even in the trailers. So, Hot Toys might not have gone for full accuracy with the outfit and the body, given the material choice and how tight it is. But I think that works in this figure's favor, if that makes sense. They've gone screen printed and spandex. Think the video game Scarlet Spider. Everyone loves that suit material, and that is exactly what it looks like this suit is made of. The trade-off, though, being it's not really accurate. The suit in the movie has that basket weave texture to it, those inset sections on the belt. That's what the material is supposed to look like for the entire outfit. Screen printing it on the surface, it allows more flexibility for posing, more durability for the outfit, but they are sacrificing a little bit of accuracy. I'm okay with that in this instance, because from a distance, the screen printing does a decent enough job of tricking the eye into thinking or making it look like this suit is made of the correct material. It's only when you get up close and you see that they faked it, that's when it jumps out as being inaccurate. The S-shield looks a touch large, they've got time to adjust it, and the way the cape tucks in at the shoulders looks slightly rough. The collar around the neck area also looks rough, the shoulder pads. It seems like this is a pretty early prototype. Saying on Sideshow's website that it's releasing this year, potentially as early as next month, I doubt it. I would love to be proven wrong. This comes across as though there's multiple iterations left to go before we see the final prototype that then goes to the factory for the production piece to be based off, but I mean, I could be wrong. This could be closer to production than we all think. Based on what I'm seeing, I don't believe that to be the case, but anyway, the panel lining is also screen printed, slightly raised even more prominently than the texture on the outfit, and I'm a huge fan of the panel lines. Just right now, tertiary glance, not my vibe. In the movie, I might be won over. We'll have to wait and see. This clear plastic bracket that connects to the back of Soups with a magnet, I'm worried that's going to break. It's going to need to be very sturdy to hold up this piece. This head sculpt, surprisingly, given the subtle smirk, is controversial. I can see David Corenswet from every angle. The chiseled jawline, the expression with that smirk, I actually like it. How often do we get smirking or smiling Superman head sculpts? Pretty much never. InArt isn't giving us that. We're not getting it with Fonjoy in 1/9 scale. Why not give Superman a little bit of a smirk, especially for this version? Would it have been even better if they gave us an angry or serious sculpt with the heat vision eyes? Yes, absolutely. Huge missed opportunity that they didn't do that, but now they've given us a brand new body for this Soups, brand new hands, the outfit tailoring is done. I could see them, maybe, doing a battle-damaged version with an angry head sculpt, heat vision eyes, LED light-up effect, as a Toy Fair exclusive. Wouldn't put that past them. If they don't make any other characters in the movie, giving us 2 versions of Kal-El, very doable from a cost perspective, and as we all know, Hot Toys is all about the bottom line. So at the end of this, am I excited for this piece? I'm so excited. I wasn't sure at first about this new universe, about this movie, until I sat down with my little one and we watched the Superman trailer together over and over and over again. Doesn't know that many words, but Superman is definitely one of them. So freaking excited to go to the cinema and watch Superman with my kid. Like, that is something that I've always wanted to do, introduce my little one to a superhero movie for the first time, a superhero franchise for the first time. And being able to do that with this Superman film, it just makes it feel that little bit more special. So yes, this piece is coming home, and I will be doing a preview video on the in-art one as well. If you're looking to pre-order this, I've popped a link to Pop Collectibles in the description, along with the discount code Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you decide to buy from them. When you're pre-ordering from Pop, you can either pay the full amount right up front, or leave a deposit and fix up the balance when this piece releases. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. If you're heading down to the description, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.
Sorry, Joe. Superman.
Yeah.